It is well known that the basic operational thrust of the Prince Dapo Abiodun-led administration in Ogun State is building our future together. This concept has come out of the realization by everyone that it is unrealistic to expect government alone to solve the ills of the society. To this end, embracing public-private partnership, commonly known as PPP, is an important step towards ensuring that the dividends of democracy becomes as far-reaching as practicable. One of the sectors in which this has become particularly profound is the education sector, whereby any form of support has to be embraced as essential given the enormity of the various challenges which must be overcome in the search for affordable and qualitative education to pupils. The State Universal Basic Education Board understands the essence of public-private partnership, as highlighted here by its chairman, Dr. Femi Majakodumi.
As we all agree, the government cannot do it all. We have many agencies, private organizations, both national and even foreign organizations are really assisting us. Some help us to build toilets, some help in providing books, some help in providing infrastructures, building classrooms and so on. And within the schools, in the community, we have Parents Teachers Association, and we have what we call School-Based Management Committee. They are really doing very good job, and we lay emphasis on them by having one form of relationship with them from time to time, all geared towards encouraging them to go on assisting the schools. Some of these schools with SBMC, School-Based Management Committee, you have the OBA being the chairman, plus in some cases, or well-meaning people being members and chairing the committees. And they go a long way to take care of many aspects of this school, especially when they are talking of security problems that have to do with miscreants, stealing, burglary, and so on. Many of these things are solved right in the community, within the community. And when they cannot handle the situation, they report to us. And we have to be there. We have to do all that is necessary to make sure that a conducive environment to learning is not only established, it's maintained from time to time. Like I said, there are so many of them who are public-spirited, and they feel like focusing on children, on learners in Subeb, basic education as we are, and we've always been grateful to them. Like the Kawashi you mentioned, it's been a yearly event, you know, and they added something this year, furniture, and that goes a long way to help us. We can never have enough. Yes. Furnitures have been produced from time to time, so also our books, so also training of teachers by government in Ogun State here, by federal government, they have their own portion, by UBEC, you know, federal government through UBEC. At times, federal government does it through Federal Ministry of Education, federal government does it through UBEC, donating apart from what is in the program. And we've always been grateful, because all this go a long way to complement Ogun State effort in making adequate provision for all these pupils.
Consistent with this drive, the board has enjoyed a strong partnership with a private manufacturing firm which has, for the past 5 years, donated hundreds of desks and chairs and thousands of exercise books to schools and pupils of the state. In December 2021, the company again kept faith with its commitment through the donation of 450 desks and chairs and more than 10,000 exercise books to 10 selected schools in the state. Henry Agboifo, presenting on behalf of the donating company, revealed that Kawasho Foods believes that education is a vehicle for economic growth and development, hence the vested interest in the education sector. He added that his organization has been doing it for 5 years to raise the standards of education in the state.
Kawasho Food has a strong interest in education, as we believe it has a positive relationship with economic growth and development, and have been contributing towards the development at various levels in Nigeria. If you remember, in 2016, 2017 and 2018, we donated 450 sets of chairs, 11,000 notebooks and 150 geisha cartons to beneficiary schools here in Ogun State. But last year, due to the pandemic, we decided to add face masks of 7,500 pieces, which we believe will help to fight the disease. We have returned again with desks and chairs this year as one of the tools to learn in a conducive environment. It is in line with this social responsibility and on the spirit of marking our 110 years anniversary, we, Kawasho Food Corporation, officially today donate this educational material to the 10 selected schools in Ogun State.
To take Ogun State to an enviable height among Committee of States and for citizens to reap the dividends of democracy more, voluntary compliance to payment of taxes cannot be compromised. All taxable adults resident in the state are hereby enjoined to pay appropriate taxes as and when due without being forced to build the state of our dream. You can pay to bank officials at any of OGIRS offices spread across the state. You can also do direct transfer into designated government accounts. Payment through recharge card, InterSwitch Remitter, Express Pay and other payment platforms is also acceptable. Please ensure you obtain tellers and receipts for transactions made with OGIRS. Note that OGIRS staff are not expected to collect cash from any taxpayer but pay using any of the payment options. For more details, visit any of the OGIRS offices closest to you or contact us on the numbers 0807 058 0651 and 0908 433 2417. Website www.ogirs.ogunstate.gov.ng. Facebook and Instagram at OGIRS.gov.ng. Payment of tax promptly is your civic right. Therefore, pay your tax.
And as part of the board's appreciation, the permanent board member 1, Barrister Femi Odufowokon, presented an appreciation letter to the company's representative.
The first one we are going to present is for Kawasho Food Corporation, and the second one is GFE Soji from Ogunsubeb and the government of Ogun State. So for the Kawasho Food Corporation, it's a letter of appreciation. It is not enough to say it with the mouth, but we have to put it in writing. The second one is JFE Shoji Corporation. As I can see, the first one is located in Japan, and the second one is located in Tokyo. Just like Mr. Henry told me, they have a minimal contact in terms of office representation in Nigeria. In law, we call that partial location. So while presenting the second letter, we are urging you that you should come and establish your factory in Ogun State in particular. The concentration of factory in Nigeria now is in Ogun State.
Yes.
All these things can be done in Ogun State comfortably. We have the human resources and material resources for you to minimum input from Japan and Tokyo will just be added. So you can assist us to convey our message. While we are appreciating them, while we are thanking them, we still want them to have a full presence. We want to feel their presence in that axis, interchange axis. You can see a lot of factory, a lot of companies there. So thank you very much. So this is for GFE Soji Corporation.
But before presenting the appreciation letter, Barrister Femi Odufowokon, who stood in for the board's chair, Dr. Femi Majekodumi, had told the gathering that the event is a testimonial of the unprecedented goodwill which the administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun enjoys in its bid to reposition education in the state.
Today's event
is another testimony to the unprecedented goodwill that the present administration under the able leadership of His Excellency Prince Dakwa Abiodun MFR has enjoyed the support of his widely acknowledged giant strides, including massive construction and rehabilitation of classrooms, toilets and libraries, and supplies of instructional materials to reposition the educational sector in the state. This philanthropic gesture is therefore commendable and will remain indelible in the mind of education stakeholders.
He affirmed that education for all is the responsibility of all, noting that the public-private partnership initiative of the state government is yielding positive results.
The present administration in the state believes that education for all is the responsibility of all, and as a matter of policy, it has kept faith with public-private partnership initiative, which is yielding desirable results. I therefore call on other well-meaning individual and corporate organizations to join the queue and provide intervention into areas of school needs for the overall development of our education system.
Odufowokon highlighted the benefits derivable from the donation.
I'm pleased to know that this time around, Kwashoko Food Trade and JFE Product Company Japan is supporting our education system in Ogun State with 450 desks and benches, 11,000 copies of exercise books, and 150 cartons of geisha products. The donated furniture will improve learners' sitting arrangement, sitting posture, and convenience, while the exercise book will provide writing materials for learners, especially the indigent ones, which will generally improve their academic performance. Also, the geisha product will serve as a supplement for learners' diet, which will aid their physical development and promote healthy living. Interestingly, Kwasho Food Trade Corporation and GF Soji Corporation Japan is a well-known brand in Nigeria, especially with the geisha trademark. The donor passion for the personal well-being and comfort of school children in the state has become an annual event, and today's presentation marks the 5th edition. I am indeed grateful for your unflinching support, and I urge you to continue with this laudable gesture.
He also appreciated Kawasho and the JFE Shoji Corporation for their commitment to the comfort and well-being of learners in Ogun State.
I appreciate the donors once again for this unique corporate social responsibility, and I urge you to continue in this regard. Like Oliver Twist, however, we ask that you extend your support to the provision of ICT facilities, which are critical to women survival in the 21st century.
While reeling out the names of benefiting schools, the permanent board member 1 urged them to make judicious use of the materials as a means of encouraging more donors.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor to announce the names of the lucky schools that will benefit from this kind of gestures. And the schools are: number 1, Obafemi Owode Primary School, then Obafemi Owode LGA. And number 2 is African Church Primary School, Ayede Ifo. They are also in Ifo local government, Ifo LGA. And number 3, Yewa South Government Primary School 2, Modeonu Ilaro, Yewa South. Number 4, Baptist Day School 2, Imeko. That is in Imeko for LGA. And number 5, St. James Anglican School 1, Atikuri, Ijebu North. Number 6, Ogunsubeb River Basin Development Authority Primary School, Odeda, they are in Odeda LGA. And number 7, St. James United Primary School, Mobalufon, in Odugbolu. Number 8, St. Peter's Anglican Primary School 1, Ishara, in Raymond North LGA. And number 9, Baptist Primary School 2, Ijebu Ife, in Ijebu Ife, Ijebu East LGA. And the last but not the least, St. Paul African Church School 1, Ayetoro, in Yewa North. While congratulating the lucky school for being there selected, I wish to equally use this medium to charge the management of the benefiting schools to make good use of facility and materials provided by the corporation through safeguard from vandalism and regular maintenance to motivate the donor to do more.
giant strides caught up with some head teachers and pupils of benefiting schools who understandably could not hide their joy.
I am here at Ogunsubeb today in respect of the material donated by GFE, Gesha and Kawasho. The materials were donated through Subeb to the various schools in the whole state. The material has a lot of pack of Gesha, lot of pack of textbooks, above all furniture, desk, benches, in which though the government is trying, but these people look at it and see that the government cannot do it alone. Like the government itself have been saying that we people that have, we should help, and these people decided to help the government to add. I'm so happy being here today to come and collect some of the materials for my school as well as other school too. I'm happy. Ogun State is working. I rate Ogun State better and higher than any other state in the country because Ogun State paid the salary as at when due, and the salary scales structure is better than other states. They don't owe. So I pray for Ogun State that just as they are doing before, God will continue to help them. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm so elated. I'm short of words, but what I want to say is this. I just want to pray for the government that may the Lord enlarge their coast, because I'm just fortunate to be among the schools giving the gift. May the Lord strengthen them in Jesus' name. I want to pray for the company, Gesha company, that may the Lord enrich all their pockets in Jesus' name, and He will move forward in Jesus' name.
I feel highly excited and delighted to be part of the beneficiaries of this project. I want to appreciate the government of Ogun State for their good gesture, even towards education, for the upliftment of education in Ogun State.
I really appreciate you for giving us all this gift, and I pray that God bless you.
I'm here to collect benches and desks, input for primary school. I want to thank them for giving us benches and desks.
Since basic education remains a right for today's children and the task is massive, every effort from any angle has to be seen as commendable, and this admirable step can be emulated by well-meaning citizens, philanthropists, manufacturers, and non-governmental organizations and others, thereby collaborating to build a society that meets the aspirations of all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe wa ni.
To take Ogun State to an enviable height among committee of states and for citizens to reap the dividends of democracy more, voluntary compliance to payment of taxes cannot be compromised. All taxable adults resident in the state are hereby enjoined to pay appropriate taxes as and when due without being forced to build the state of our dream. You can pay to bank officials at any of OGIRS offices spread across the state. You can also do direct transfer into designated government accounts. Payment through recharge card, InterSwitch Remitter, Express Pay and other payment platforms is also acceptable. Please ensure you obtain tellers and receipts for transactions made with OGIRS. Note that OGIRS staff are not expected to collect cash from any taxpayer but pay using any of the payment options. For more details, visit any of the OGIRS offices closest to you or contact us on the numbers 0807 058 0651 and 0908 433 2417. Website www.ogirs.ogunstate.gov.ng. Facebook and Instagram at OGIRS.gov.ng. Payment of tax promptly is your civic right. Therefore, pay your tax.